So, all right, guys. Well, let's get to it, and hopefully Rochelle and Trish can last the whole class. We'll see. Um, let's. I'm gonna assume that you guys did the hammering and the one strum because remember that's just the most important thing of all. And let's go ahead to exercise number 3. Okay. And then we have a really neat song today. So hopefully we're going to get to this new song today. Okay. So we want to say the name of the chord and down, up while we play the exercise number 3. My week's been so busy, I haven't cut my nails. I did finally last night at like 4 in the morning, and it feels so good. I was trying to play with longer nails, and I hate.
I'll apologize now. If you see me sneaking some food, this is actually my lunch hour, and I haven't had anything to eat today. So
No worries. I actually made a Pop Tart right before the class because I'm eating very healthy during COVID, and so I might eat as well. Okay, here we go. Because I haven't eaten anything. Here we go. One, let's see. 1, 2, 3. No, let's go slower. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. D, down, up, down, up. 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 A7, down, up. A7, down, up, down. A7, down, up, down, up. A7, down, up, down. Say it. D, down, up, down, up. D, down, up, down, up. A7, down, up, down, up. A7, down, up, down, up. D, down, up, down, up. D, down, up, down, up. G7, down, up, down, up. G7, down, up, C, down, up, C, down, up, F, down, up, F, down, up, A7, down, up, A7, down, up, D, down, up, D, down, up, G7, down, up, G7, down, up, C, down, C7, down, up, F, down, up, G7, down, up, D, down, up, A7, down, up, D, down, up, G7, down, up, C, down, up, A7, down, up, D, down, up, D, down, G7, down, up, G7, down, C, down, up, C7, down, F, down, up, A7, down, up, D, down, up, G7, down, up, C, down, up, C. Okay, so now I want you to play for me. Play as fast as you can do it without any pauses. Let's have you go first, Jen. The last 4 lines.
Okay. G7, G7, C, C7, F, G7, D, A7, D, G7, C, A7, D,
Very nice. Very nice. Very even. Yeah, it was really good. No pauses, no rushing. Great. Rochelle, let's have you play.
Okay. G7, G7, C, 7, F, G7, D, A7, D, G7, C, A7, D, G7, G7, C, C7, F, A7, D, G7, C. Should I skip some?
I no, I think you did okay, but play G7 for me. It was sounding a little bit funky. Okay, great. All right, that was good. Now, Trish, sorry, called on you right when you got a bite.
Here it goes into the toilet. D. Oh wait, which one am I? G7. I'm sorry.
The fourth line.
G7. G7. C. G7. F. G7. D. A7. D. G7. C. I lost my place. G7. F. A7.
Trish,
Yep.
I want you to try playing without looking at your hands. Just trust yourself. Just see if you can
Okay.
do it. Okay. Just do the last two lines for me. The last two lines, and try not
All
to
right.
look at your hand.
D. D. G7. G7. C. C7. F. A7. D. G7. C. C.
Okay, that's now. I know you made a couple mistakes there, but that's how I want you to play that because that's the only way to really be able to do it smoothly. You
Okay.
can't look at your hands while you're doing this.
All
So,
right.
so we're going to keep this for one more week, and this week the goal is to see how fast you can go.
Okay.
Okay. Now that means for Jen, I want you to like just go super speedy. Okay. Rochelle, go super speedy. Trish, I want you to go as fast as you can go with no pauses.
Okay.
So I don't expect it to be as fast as the others, but I want you to, but really,
My problem is I get lost in the rhythm. I start off okay, and then I lose my count somewhere along the line.
well, don't worry about that so much. Just keep
Okay.
on going. You're keeping the count actually okay. It's just sometimes you don't strum all of the strums, but you're
Okay.
definitely keeping the count as you go. All right. So
Mhm.
so as fast as you can go. All right. And don't look at your hands, everybody. Okay. All right. We still had happy birthday, huh? Okay. Let's do happy birthday. I think you guys have all gotten busy, you know. In the early days, you guys would pass stuff off before the other classes because I think you're all able to practice more. And I think now everybody's a lot more busy, and that's totally okay because this should, you know what I mean, just be a fun thing for you. All right, here we
You
go.
know, honestly, Liz, yes, I've been off the last 3 days before this, and I tried to do it every day for at least an hour, and I'm still screwing up on the rhythms.
You know what though? You playing a lot better than you did last week. Like a
Okay.
lot better. So I was gonna say on the other thing, it sounded like you'd practiced. And everybody goes at a different speed. All of you, including you, Trish, a big thing that's happened is that you all look comfortable with your ukuleles now. And that's a hill that it takes a while to cross. Um, compared to 3 months ago, you guys are doing amazingly. And you too, Trish. Okay. So really, it's just that everybody's a little bit different, and everybody has trouble with different things. Some things are easier for one person than they are harder for another person. So it's a little hard when you're in a group because you think you should be going the same speed as everyone else. But honestly, it doesn't matter how long it takes. It just matters if you get there. Okay? Nobody
I've
looks
been really
happy
struggling
today.
to practice since school got back in.
Yeah. I know it's got to be so rough for you. So I would say if you can only practice 10 minutes, if you can only practice 5 minutes, try to do that every day because that's what's going to make the big difference. Practicing one day a lot is not going to help you as much. It's better than nothing.
Yeah, that's kind of how I've been doing it, is 1 or 2 days for a
Yeah.
long period of time. I'll work on shorter amounts of time more frequently.
Yeah, if you have 5 minutes, Rochelle, then I want you to do the whatever you're having trouble with. If you're not having any trouble with your one strums, then don't worry about doing that when you have 10 minutes. But if you are having trouble with some chords like D to G, then do that. Okay? And then do the chord exercise. And then, you know what I mean? Just do two things if you have 5 minutes. Then the next day, just play those two things over one time and spend the rest of your 5 minutes working on one other thing. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't, it's totally okay if you only have 5 minutes, but try to get in that 5 minutes just to keep your fingers and your mind going, okay?
Okay.
And don't be upset with yourself if you can't. Life's really hard right now, okay? It's really hard. I've got this stuff I need to be doing for my foundation and I haven't gotten any of it done all this week and now I'm like, what am I doing, And it's just so life's just taking a lot of time right now. So it's okay.
Well, we're all suffering from PSD from this thing.
Big time. Big time.
We're out of our routines, and it's just, everybody's just slogging along.
Luckily, our president told us that we've rounded the corner. And so, within a couple weeks, this whole thing's going to be over.
Yeah, we're just reaching these all-time highs. Like, we are #1
Yeah, like in the whole world. I mean,
in the
how
world.
amazing is that? We've even beat our own previous record. We're like,
Exactly.
yeah,
We
so
just are one-upping ourselves left and right.
exactly. And
Ah,
you know
rah, rah.
you know what I found this summer is that I was between taking care of my mom and she had some really really hard times in this summer and then the COVID and everything else. I found that I was doing my normal thing, which is to just to get through it, right? Just to keep going and get through it. But you can't keep doing that long term. And about August, I realized I can't just keep, knuckling down or whatever. I can't think of what the word is, for that and just keep going. I got to just be okay with the fact that sometimes I'm not going to get stuff done. And I think the fact that we're still alive, is huge. And um, we all still have our jobs is huge. So, ukulele's fun and don't beat yourself up if you have a week that you just can't practice. It's okay. All right. I'll never say that normally ever. That's a COVID only thing. But yeah, everything's hard right now. And so don't worry about it, okay? Just see if you can get that 5 minutes in every day just to keep yourself playing. The main thing you want to do when you're practicing 5 minutes a day is to work on playing without looking at your fingers. Okay? Because that chord vocabulary is the big thing that we're building right now, where you know the chord and your finger knows those chords without having to look. Okay? Okay. So Let's do happy birthday. And I won't make any more jokes about the fact that we're still doing happy birthday. Actually, everybody's still doing happy birthday, so it's okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear whoever. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear whoever. Happy birthday to you. Okay, Jen, let's have you play.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear whoever. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear whoever. Happy birthday to you.
Awesome. Very nice. Beautiful. Okay, Rochelle.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear whoever. Happy birthday to you. I know I'm doing the wrong strums, but
Actually, it works. It works. And if you want to just stay with that, you totally can. You're actually doing it perfectly. You're adding one extra strum in two places. So let me just see if I can explain it to you so that it makes sense when you hear it. So you want to go, happy birthday to you. Happy. So when you sing, oh, every time that you sing happy, it's going to be the last down up of the
Down up.
strum pattern, right?
happy.
Yeah, and then you start the strum pattern. Birthday to you. Okay, so
Okay.
try that again.
Happy birthday to you. Happy
Okay,
birthday.
now right there. So happy to you, happy. Just start on the
And then
word
do
you.
like an extra one, like a
Yeah, you're
pause.
doing an extra one. So just so on you, you're gonna go down, down, up, and then happy.
You. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear whoever. Happy birthday
Okay, so it's always that way on the word happy.
to you.
The nice thing about this song is it's the same thing over and over and over again. Happy is always going to be the last two of the strum pattern.
Okay.
Okay, so just write yourself a note. But if you don't do it right exactly like that, it doesn't matter because people are just going to be excited that you can play Happy Birthday. So,
Yeah, I think I pull it off okay.
yeah, I think so. Okay, Trish.
But I'll keep working on doing it correctly.
And I wrote all the songs, I mean, most of these arrangements, right? So there's easy for me because not only have I played them for 20 years, but I also wrote them in the first place. So, if you want to do it the other way, it's really okay. Okay, Trish.
All right, here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday Oops, wrong chord. You. Happy birthday to you.
Okay, now that was a really good example of the fact that every song we play, if you get mixed up on the strum pattern, just do down, 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 because that
Okay.
works. That works for everything that we play, right? You can
Uh-huh.
totally do that. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I mean, it works for everything. The other stuff's just like a little bit of like icing on the cake, okay? So, um, now, what I've done with the other classes is had them memorize this song. The reason being that you're probably going to need to know this song, and it'd be a lot easier if you have it memorized. So, before you memorize a song, the best way to do that is to talk about what goes on. So this song only uses three chords. What are they?
C, G7, and F.
Good. And one of those chords is only used in one place in the entire song. Which chord is that?
F.
F is only used when you say the person's name. That's the only time that chord is used. The rest of the time it's either C or G7. So when you're memorizing it, be aware of that it's if you're not sure what you're playing, pick C or G7, you have a 50% chance of being right, okay? So,
Well,
yeah.
it has a pattern. It's C, G7, C, C, F, C, G7, C.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, C, G7, C, C, G7, G7, C, C, F. So it's just the G7s, yeah, that's exactly right. Okay. And the introduction is exactly the same as the last line.
Mhm.
So that takes out that. So then you just have three other lines. So let's just try it once for fun. Okay. So just turn over your music and let's just try it once without looking at your music and see how we do. Okay. One, two, three, one, two, three. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear whoever. Happy birthday to you. So you see, it's pretty easy, right? Um, so let's get that memorized for next week, and I think you'll enjoy having that song. Okay, so let's go to Three Little Birds.
Liz,
Mm-hmm.
I listen to this song over and over and over again, and I cannot discern where the up and down go. I can't hear it.
Did you did the video where it
I did
shows?
the video. I
Hmm,
did the video, but you said to listen to it so you could tell the difference.
yeah.
I don't know when he's doing the upstroke.
Oh, okay. Okay. I wasn't, yeah. What I like about the video is that it shows in the video when the chord changes happen with the song. So that's the main reason I like the video. And again, Trish, don't get too hung up on getting the strums exactly right. The longer that you play, it's going to get easier. And
Okay.
if you mess up on your strums, you just keep going because remember, it can always go just down up. This song can go down up. Don't worry about a thing, cause every little thing is gonna be all right. Right? I mean, every song can just be down up. So you can start doing your strum, you get messed up, go to that down up, and then when you can jump back in, start doing the strum again if you want. All right?
Well, that's what I've done. I do down up when I sing.
Mm-hmm.
I can play this strum and switch the chords, but if I add in the singing, I I lose the strum. So I'm when I sing, I do down up.
And have you
That
tried doing
works.
it with the video where it shows the chords going? Okay.
Yeah, and I still struggle. I lose the strum.
Yeah, I got this. Well, somebody in one of the other classes suggested this song because it's just C, F, and G7, but it's actually really a hard song because it's reggae. It's that, yeah. And so again, don't worry about it. Don't worry about a thing because every little thing's gonna be all right. Oh, our friend is back.
Yeah.
Hello. How are you?
Or say hi.
Hey,
Hi.
Norma.
Hey, do you have your costume picked out for Halloween?
Well, we went to drop off my ballot today and she wore a Wonder Woman costume.
Ooh.
That's the best costume ever.
Yeah, and guess what I'm going to be for Halloween?
What?
Um, a ghost.
Oh,
Ooh,
ghost, are you going to
Jasper.
be scary? Will you be a scary
It
ghost
changes
or will you
every
be a
day.
Well, actually, I'm going to be a witch.
Oh, a witch? That's scary. That's pretty scary. Oh, that's so exciting.
We like
Halloween
scary
was my favorite holiday.
Yeah. Halloween is so much fun. Yeah. And and Rochelle, you got the animals and everybody into it.
Look at
Oh,
this.
yeah. Did you guys see my mummies?
Yes, that's so cute.
That was a
I,
lot of work.
I enjoyed the chicken.
Yeah, I don't know how you got that chicken.
Even light up.
That is really cool. I've noticed in my mom's neighborhood that tons of people have decorated their house for Halloween. I think everybody needs Halloween this year. Like it's just like
So my husband does um, audiovisual for a living.
uh-huh.
And when Harper was a little baby, he created a haunted house that he video maps and he projects onto the side of our house.
Oh my goodness.
Um, of course, she's a baby and it's quite terrifying. So for Christmas, I made him do a gingerbread house.
Oh,
And that's really cool. So every year we do the haunted house and the gingerbread house for about a week. Every night we put music to it. I think this year more than ever, that's obviously um, appreciated because you stay in your car or you walk by and
yeah.
it's safe and contactless. So we'll be putting that up soon next
And
week.
did you know before Valentine's Day, it's going to be my birthday?
What
Ooh,
day is your birthday?
February 13th.
That's right
awesome.
before Valentine's Day. What a perfect day to have a birthday.
And all my family's coming over.
Oh yeah,
Are you gonna have a party?
A Halloween party.
a birthday
Oh,
party.
A Halloween birthday
that's great.
party, which I love.
Our
Yeah.
church usually does the trunk or treat, where people set up in their cars and the kids walk around. And this year they did a drive-through trunk or treat. And so they just had like some groups set up booths. And then the kids and their families drove through like this way through the church parking lot and they were given treats. So everybody was masked and they were in their cars and stuff. And I thought that's a great way to adapt.
Yeah.
This year I bought glow in the dark rings. So I'll put them all over my yard. So when, we'll try to discourage the driving traffic on that day
Yeah,
and then they can just go and pick a ring out of the yard.
that's perfect. That's really cool. And I've heard of families doing like an Easter egg hunt, but with Halloween, that kind of stuff. So I think it's really everybody's being creative, I think, which is nice.
Yeah, which tomorrow, which one day our friends are coming over so we can do a drive-by to look at everybody's houses.
Oh, that'll
Yeah,
be
our community came up with a map of all the decorated houses. So next Friday, we're going to caravan with friends to go with their kids to go look at the decoration.
Oh, that's so fun. That's really cool. Yeah, I just love this that everybody's really trying. And like I said, what a hilarious holiday to need, but we need Halloween this year.
Yeah.
It's like desperate. So, yeah. That's really awesome. Yeah, I'm putting together some little bags with a bunch of stuff in it for anyone I don't know if anyone will trick or treat, but I'll wear my scary little face mask and we hardly ever get trick or treaters here anyway, but yeah,
You may this year.
we might.
Parents are home, they're not out doing all sorts of other stuff. So you just may have them.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to make sure I have stuff.
Yeah. Well, and they our neighbor, that neighborhood app or whatever, they were saying they were going to list anybody that's giving out candy for Halloween. So we'll just see. I don't know. We live like in a anyway, we have a street that you have to leave the main street to go to. So that's why we don't usually get a lot of trick-or-treaters because they stay on the main street. But maybe they'll just be looking for houses that have their lights on. Who knows?
Yeah.
I have a friend who was able to make a tube, and so she could put the candy down the tube, and the kids would stay far away. And I really love that idea. I wish that we had a slope or something, but um,
Awesome.
just gonna figure out a way to
Fun.
make it safe. Yeah. Okay, so let's just do little birds, and if we want, we can get rid of it after today. Yeah, because there's not like we have to do these songs, just if they're fun, okay?
This is one of my favorite songs. I love this song.
Okay, good. And what we could also do is we can always take a pause on it and come back later, when this drum pattern gets easier. Because this drum pattern will become so easy for you, it'll be like walking, but it just takes a little while. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait, let's see. Trish, you're not muted.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smiled with the rising sun. Three little birds perched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs. Oh, you look so pretty, melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smiled with the rising sun. Three little birds perched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. Okay, now, and I don't know if I've said this to you before. If I have, forgive me for saying it again. The chords, you're going to get to where you just know them. You don't have to think about it. Your fingers just know when they see it. The strums, you want them to become like walking, so that you don't have to think about it. The strum is just walking, it's just in the background and it's just steady. And what you're thinking about is the singing and where you make the changes to the chord. But it takes some time. So don't stress about it that it takes some time to get that way because you're doing three huge things to play this song. So don't worry about a thing.
Not a thing.
Yeah, because everything's going to be all right.
Trish, when you're practicing, try down, up, down. That's the strum I'm doing, and it's so much easier.
Why don't you play for us? Play that one.
Okay. But I do the intro with the down, down, up, down, up.
Okay,
Because
great.
I'm fancy.
Fancy.
Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. Three little birds perched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you.
Hey, you know what, Rochelle? That was awesome. And I love that you just decided to do a different strum pattern and you just made it yours. Like that's what the ukulele is all about. So that was fantastic. I'm going to keep pushing you for the harder stuff because I'm the teacher, but I love that you found a way to make it work for you. I mean, I just think that's great. And that was a really smart strum to do. Down, up, down, down. That was really good. Okay, great.
Do it,
So
Trish.
come on, Trish, let's see what you can do with this. Then Jennifer, I expect you to do the down, down, up, down, up.
She's the one with the rhythm. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing's gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing's gonna be alright.
Okay, Trish, this is what I want you to do. I want you to do a strum that's just going to be four downs, four
Okay.
downs. So that means you're going to go, don't worry, 3, 4, 1, 2, about a thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, cause, okay.
Okay,
So do you want to try that now or do you want to practice that?
I'll try it now.
Okay.
Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing's gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause everything is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile with a rising sun. Three little birds perch by my doorstep, sing sweet songs and pure melodies, pure and true, saying, this is my message to you.
All right, now I could be wrong, but there were a couple times in there where you kind of stopped worrying about what was going with what, and it was fantastic. I think when you're
Okay.
when you're really trying to think about it too much, that's when it gets messed up. But when you were like kind of in the middle there and you were just playing and sing, it was perfect.
Well, part of it is rhythm has always come very difficult to me.
Right.
The second part is I hate my voice. I really hate my voice. I cannot sing if it had a handle on it.
Well,
Trish,
and
we all hate our voices.
I think we all hate
I'm trying to work. I'm trying to work on it. I'm doing the exercises to, because I had a family that told me to be quiet. I got kicked out of the choir because I couldn't sing. And in Catholic church, everybody gets to be in the choir. They asked me to leave.
Oh, that's not right at all. Yeah.
But the thing is, that's something along with learning how to play this, I am going to master is
Good.
to be able to sing.
Good.
So,
And I think that you will be able to do both of those things. Yeah. So you just didn't, my little brother, he used to sing off key. And when he was, I think, around 8 years old, I just sat him down and would sing a tone and would have him copy it and kept going until he could do it, sing the tone that I would sing. And he became a really good singer. But if nobody had done that with him, he would have thought his whole life he couldn't sing. And so I'm sorry that nobody did that with you, Trish, because
well, my family, and I come from a very large family, and I think my parents just had enough trying to keep us all going that this kind of stuff wasn't very important to them. So,
yeah, I'm thinking more of like the choir directors and stuff. They should have been. I mean, I mean, I love it when I'm directing or not directing, but leading a group of refugee kids, and one or two of the kids just can't sing the right note to save their lives, but they're singing their heart out. I think
yeah.
that's success.
Well,
It's
it was funny because my family would always tell me you're tone deaf, you're tone deaf. And when I learned how to play the clarinet, um, he said, "Can you hear this?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "You're not tone deaf. You just don't know where the note is."
exactly, exactly.
And that's where I need work on is
Mhm.
how to figure out the note when somebody sings, because it's not the same notes that you're playing. It's different.
Right. It's totally different.
And that's where I need to find because my voice is fine, but and someone once said you must have a wonderful singing voice. I said no, no, I don't. But I do love to sing. I do it in private. I love music. I love all types of music.
Yeah.
Everything from classical to rock to pop, the whole nine yards. So yeah, that's how I got through my childhood, just through music.
Good. Well, and I recommend if you have a friend who's a good singer or a good musician, ask them if they'll help you where they sing a tone and then you sing and then they tell you whether you need to go up or down and then just keep going till you can get that note.
Well, Monica was helping me with it.
Oh, good. Okay.
So we kind of helping each other try to figure this out.
Excellent. Okay, good. All right, Jen, let's hear you play.
Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. Three little birds perch by my doorstep, singing sweet songs. Our melodies pure and true. Singing, wait, this is my message to you.
Awesome. That was great. That was really, really good. Okay, awesome, awesome. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move this song to the just for fun list. And um, if you want to keep working on it and you get to a point where you want to play for us again, play for me and see how you're doing, just let me know. And that's just, so, um, but it won't be homework anymore, just if you want to keep doing it. And so the song that I would like to do next is Edelweiss. Do you guys know this song? Jen, do you know this song at all? Yeah, this younger generation.
No,
They've
I
never.
don't know the songs.
Jen, have you ever seen the movie The Sound of Music?
I have, yeah.
Okay, then this song hopefully will sound familiar to you. It's from The
Okay.
Sound of Music. Um, it's a beautiful song. In the movie, they tell you that it's an Austrian folk song, but it's not really. It was written for the movie, but it's an absolutely gorgeous song, and it's a really good way to practice our down up strum. It also uses all of the chords that we know, and there's some pretty quick chord changes. So I'm going to show you how the intro goes. It goes C, down, up, G, down, up, F, down, up, C, hit. So that C is 1, 2, 3. So it's not a fast like we usually do. It's long and then hit. Okay, so let's just play that. Okay, just the intro. We'll go more slowly than I was doing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. C, down, up, G, down, up, F, down, up, C. Now make sure that you're playing G and not G7. C to G is a little tricky. And I don't think I did this before. I'm going to add this to, I'm going to add this to our one strums. I'm going to add C to G because this is a tricky one. So let's just try that a few times. Okay, we're going to go C, G, C, G. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, G, C, G, C, G. It's not really hard. It's just that you have to do it a bunch of times to kind of get your fingers used to doing it. Because we're so used to going C to G7. All right? So let's go back now and play that introduction again. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. C, G, F, C, hit. Okay, Rochelle, let's have you play that for me.
Okay.
Perfect. Jen? Great. Trish? On the last C, let yourself play it a little bit longer before you hit.
Okay.
Okay, very nice. Now, this C, G, F, C, just look at the song and tell me how many times you're going to play that. C, G, F, C.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So we play it here at the intro, C,
Mhm.
G, F, C, right? Then we
Yep.
play it again right here. Oh wait, right down here. Sorry, C, G, F, C. And then we play it here again, C, G, F, C. Okay?
So
So 3 times on that one. Um, and then, uh, the reason I'm showing you this is because it looks like it's a little bit tricky,
CGCF.
but it really isn't. What's that?
It's CGCF, not CGFC.
The intro is C, G, F, C. Oh,
And then
and
in the
then,
song, it's CGCF. CGCF.
right. But you also have the CGFC here at the beginning. At the last line of the first part is CGFC. And then the
Oh,
very last line again is CGFC, right? And then that first line, the CGCF, how many times do you have that?
4.
Liz, I've got to jump off.
Okay.
I'll
See
see
you
you
next
guys
week.
next week.
Have
Bye,
a great week.
Trish.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a great week.
You too.
So now the CGCF, how many times do we have that in the song?
3.
We have it here in the first line, here in the third line, and here in the second to the last line. So it's really just the same things over and over again. Okay. So the funny thing is for me, I'll be playing along no problem. And then I get to this line and this line, which are the easiest parts of the whole song. And I get messed up because I'm so used to doing the harder parts. Okay. So let's just try this. Okay. It's really fun. It falls under your fingers pretty naturally with the strum pattern. So here we go. One from the intro. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. C, G, F, C. Edelweiss, Edelweiss. Every morning you greet me, small and white, clean and bright. You look happy to meet me. Blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow, bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, bless my homeland forever. Jan, does that sound a little bit familiar to you? It sounds a lot better when Julie Andrews sings it.
Yeah, it sounds familiar. I just
Okay.
have to go back to the movie and listen to it again.
Yeah, and I'll give you a link to them singing it in the movie, and then also a link to doing it in this key. Okay, so now I want you to look at this second line. The second line is so fun. I wish that had the whole song was the second line because you go C, just play a C, then A minor, and make sure you're using your second finger for that A minor, and then you go with F. All you do is you add this finger, right? Just add that finger to play the F, and then you keep this finger down and go to the G7. So you see how nice that is? C, A minor, F, G7. Isn't that lovely? Yeah? Okay. So that's the easiest part of the whole song. And the other lines, if you have trouble, just take it a line at a time. So do the intro by itself, do the first line by itself, just keep doing those lines over and over again.
You want
Okay?
to hear what Harper just said?
Yeah.
What'd you say? She goes, she said, is it lovely? And it is.
Oh, that's so cute. I love that. Oh, Harper, I love you. You're so awesome. It really is. It's a lovely song. And so, do you want to do it one more time together, or okay, let's do it one more time all together. And, um, and the nice thing, like I said, is this song's just full of patterns. You have this 3 times, you have this 3 times, you only have this 1 time, which is a shame. And then you have this 1 time. So the 2 easy parts, you have only 1 time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. C. And it never goes fast. F. C. Edelweiss. Edelweiss. Every morning you greet me, small and white, clean and bright. You look happy to meet me. Blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow, bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss, Edelweiss. Bless my homeland forever. Okay? So it's fun, isn't it? It's a fun song. So that's a good song for this week to do. Um so no more 3 Little Birds unless you want to just play it for fun, and let me know if you want to play it for me. Okay, guys? Have a wonderful week. I'll